Hey guys, it's Taylor and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I feel like I haven't filmed a TBR video in a really long time because I honestly just kind of stopped making monthly TBRs because I just literally wasn't sticking to them, and I felt this like pressure that I needed to read what I said I was going to read, because if I didn't, then my monthly wrap up would like reflect that, and like literally who cares. But I have a lot of new books this month that I have gotten that I really am excited to read, so I figured this would be like a very realistic TBR, and we're gonna make one just for fun. Okay, starting off, I finally got my copy of Fourth Wing. I did not get the one with the black whatever, but I don't really care. It's still a gorgeous cover. So this is kind of like hard because I'm really not in a fantasy mood. I'm like in a very summery mood, and I feel like this, mind I'm going in pretty blind, but I'm gonna assume it's a fantasy. And something about this, like I just want to read this in like September or August, but I also feel like I'm having major FOMO because everyone is posting about it, and like I don't want to like see a spoiler, or I want to like be able to like get in on the talk. So I'm gonna put this on my TBR, but it's also like not a guarantee. Like I don't know, someone tell me what the vibes of this book are without spoiling it. Like should I read it or should I wait? So this is kind of like one that like maybe I'll read. It's kind of like a mood thing. The next one I definitely want to get to this month, it's Red, White, and Royal Blue. I finally am going to read this. I know that this is so old. This was so popular last summer, but I have been saving this literally for the 4th of July time to read, because like the cover, I think this would make like a really cute 4th of July post. But I did end up getting the special edition cover, which is just literally gorgeous, and I'm just excited to get to that. Next book I plan on reading in July is Ghosted. I'm actually reading I'm doing a video with specific books. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but this is one of the books that I need to read for that video. So this is probably definitely going to get read this month. But I'm also just really excited because I've heard this is a lot of people's 5-star reads. I think it's about like an actor who, it's like a second chance romance, I think, about an actor who like gets famous, obviously, and comes back. Maybe? I don't know, but I'm very excited to read this. Next book I'm actually kind of reading right now. I'm filming this on the last day of June, but I'm definitely not going to finish it today because I have 37 homework assignments due. So All Good People Here by Ashley Flowers. This is a thriller that I'm really excited to read. I haven't read too many thrillers lately because I've been in a very summery mood, but I was really excited to pick this up because Ashley Flowers is one of the hosts of the Crime Junkie podcast, and I love Crime Junkie. I literally listened to every episode at one point when I used to work at my old job, and I would open by myself. We had like a speaker and I'd put on Crime Junkie and I'd literally listen to it for hours while working alone, and it was just such a good vibe and I loved it. I did kind of tone it back on listening to true crime podcasts just because I started to get a little more anxious than I needed to be, and I'm a very anxious person as it is, so I don't listen to Crime Junkie nearly as much. That's literally just like a mental health thing, but I was just kind of fangirling. Like, that's so cool that she wrote a book, and I'm gonna assume it's gonna be really good because when you've covered all of these true crime cases, you probably have so many thoughts and ideas. So yeah, I'm only literally like a few pages in, but I will be finishing and reading this in July. Next book is like a maybe. So I reread the first 2 Magnolia Park books in the month of June, and I don't plan on rereading the first Daisy Hates book, so I might get to the next one. But I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't really love the first Daisy Hates book, and I think I need to reread it because I don't really remember much, but I don't really want to reread it, so that's why I'm putting this as like a maybe, because if I do end up rereading it, then I'll read this right after, but if not, then I might just not get to this yet. I don't know. Next is Ellen Hildebrand, Golden Girl. I only read, I think, one other book by her, and I wasn't the biggest fan, but I did have, like, I had already bought a few of her books to read this summer. So I'm putting this on here because if I end up like going to the beach or something, I'll pick this up, but if not, I don't know if I'm going to get to it, and I might end up just selling it on my Pango Books because I don't know if she is the author for me, so this is like a tentative. Next book I plan on reading is Reckless by Elsie Silver. I'm really excited that I got this book. I'm actually reading Powerless right now, and this is the last book in the series, and I wanted to buy these covers before they stopped selling them because I had read the first 2 books on Kindle Unlimited. Then I bought Powerless on Amazon, and I ended up buying Reckless as well because I saw that they're actually getting rid of these covers, and I kind of like these covers. I just like how they look, and I feel like, I don't know, yeah. So I'm probably gonna buy the other 2 that I already read to put them all on my shelf, but Reckless, which is the last book, I'm really upset. I love this series. Next I have I'm Glad My Mom Died. I'm literally so upset. I've had this on an audiobook hold on my Libby for like 4.5 months, and it was finally my turn. I go to borrow it and it was like, please verify your library card. So I type it in and it's like, well, we verified this library card, but this hold wasn't on this library card, so your hold has lapsed and blah, blah, blah. So I think I have to get back in line for this book. And literally the last time I was in it, it was like 300 people deep. And I really want to listen to it as an audiobook because she narrates it. And I heard it's just really good. So I'm going to kind of maybe start it if I can't get the audiobook, because it's been sitting on my shelf for so long and I've been wanting to read it. So, okay, that's already 8 books. And I kind of also want to read some books on my Kindle. It was actually Kindle, like Stuff Your Kindle Day or whatever, and so I downloaded a bunch of free books on there. And I'm also trying to actually use my Kindle Unlimited because I haven't really been using it. So I think I'm just gonna leave it at those 8 books and not keep going, because I want to leave some room for Kindle books. But also I have been so crazy busy. I read the least amount of books I read all year in June, because my summer classes are kicking my butt. I'm taking like 4-week increments of classes, and so like every single week there's like 40 assignments due. Like, I wish I was kidding. And right now I'm taking a language and a lab class, so like they're both very intense and not fun, and I've been very busy girl. So I don't even know if I'll get to all 8 of these books, so I'm not gonna make my TBR too crazy and too overwhelming this month. Give myself a little grace. But my husband is actually leaving again for another training in like mid-July, so I might end up having more time to read at the end of the July, because when he's not here, I obviously don't really watch TV and stuff at night, which is mostly when I'll get more reading in. So who knows what the month will be like. But I'm kind of sad summer's coming to an end, but I'm also excited because I feel like I have a lot of exciting things in the fall time, and also my husband's gonna be gone for the whole rest of the summer, so I won't really be doing anything super fun. But yeah, that is going to be it for my July TBR. Let me know if you've read any of these books or what your most anticipated book on your July TBR is. Also, I'm seeing like a different setup right now because I don't know why, but do we like this better, or do you like it better when I'm like closer to my bookshelf back there? But I like it this way better because you can like see all 3 of my bookshelves. I don't know, in my little cat house. But I'm rambling and avoiding my Spanish homework, so I'm gonna go now. See you guys.